Sup Stars, it is Summer here with another video, and you know what they say, new year, new me. This is my first video of the new year, so we are completely changing this channel up. I don't even listen to musical theater anymore. And that, of course, is an absolute lie, because now for the first video of 2019, we are going into the Andrew Davies BBC adaptation of Les Mis, which I am only going to as a diehard Les Mis musical fan. And, you know, he hates the musical and says he's rescuing the story from the awful musical. Ah! So I have seen episode 2 and episode 3 of it because I found a live stream because, like, I live in America, so I can't actually watch it until, like, April or something. But I have people stream it to me on every Sunday at, like, 4 p.m. because it plays at 8 over there and blah, time zones, whatever. So yes, I have seen 2 episodes, and I have a handy-dandy little notebook of some notes that I took during today's episode. I forgot to last week, I hadn't seen the one before it. So, I guess this is a review, kinda, something, of episode 3. So I am in, of course, my own personal Les Mis get-up that I like to wear or whatever, with my sassy Javert scarf, and my huge red poncho to be used flying at the barricade. So, let's get into this review. First off, I hate Andrew Davies. He's the absolute worst. Like, I don't swear, like, on this channel at all, but, like, Andrew Davies is just a piece of shit. Yeah, just not good. He's trying to sex up Les Mis, and you wanna know what, our good Vicky Huge Ho would not want? For Les Mis to be sexed up. Les Mis is not sexy. It doesn't need to be sexy. It's about revolution. It's about heart and redemption and this not sexy stuff. And Davies is claiming that this is the most true adaptation of the book, and it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not, dude. Screw you. You're the worst. I hate you. So if you've been keeping up with, like, the things about the miniseries, then, you know the memes. Graphic design is my passion. And yeah, the font is just horrible. But we have to talk about my favorite part of this whole cursed BBC miniseries, which is Javert. It's played by David, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not even going to try to. We're just going to call him Javert. And he is the best. I love him so much. He's really pretty, and, like, he's doing such a good job as Javert. Like, it's not the actual Javert that, like, you would expect, you know, like, an actual Javert, but, like, it's different, but good. Like, surprised, but not disappointed. He's kind of more intimidating and menacing and stuff, and, like, kind of seems like a communist, which is just kind of like, oh, that's different, but good. He's kind of, like, challenges authority a lot, and it's just really cool. And then there's Javert, because he's not even Valjean, really. He's just Javert, because he's just bad. He's, like, I'm not sure if it's just, like, the actor trying to play him as, like, a bad guy trying to be good. I think that's, like, what he's doing, but, like, that's not Valjean. That is not him. He is a good guy trying to get back to being good, after, like, society making him, like, bad, and they have to, like, go through terrible stuff. Valjean is supposed to be a good guy. He is not a good guy in this adaptation. Now, what happened to this episode? Okay, so start off with the whole, like, ooh, we're riding a horse, and go into the thing where it's just like, who am I, 24601? And the guy who's supposed to be Valjean looked nothing like him. Like, the guy who's playing Valjean right now has, like, kind of, like, a distinct look. He has, like, a very wide face, like, a very wide mouth, at least. It's just like, yeah, you could fit a loaf of bread in there. It sounded like an innuendo, I'm sorry. The guy didn't have a wide mouth. It's just like, dude, that's not Valjean, dummy. That's not him. And then Javert looked, like, almost disappointed when Valjean was just like, yes, 'tis I, 24601. Just like, Javert, you're not supposed to be disappointed. You're supposed to be happy about this. It's like, yeah, it's him. See, there's this weird thing where Javert's just like, I fear I was mistaken. And one of the ensemble members in the background just goes, what was he? It's just like, he was mistaken. It's just like, I'm really glad that just made it into the final thing. And then Valjean gets arrested, you know, and then they take him back to his town where he's the Monsieur Madeleine or whatever. Monsieur le Maire. And yeah, oh, they keep talking about like Petit Javert or something like that, and I just think they keep saying Petit Javert, and it's like apparently some guy that Valjean robbed from in the past, and that's what this whole series is based around, and his redemption arc and everything is based around Petit Javert. I don't like it. So then they bring him back to Monsieur Le Maire town, where he's like put into jail, he's cuffed, he's in a carriage with Javert. And then, like, he comes back and he's just, like, to this woman who he asked to get Cosette in the second episode. He's just like, where is Cosette? And then she doesn't say anything, so it's just like, oh, you didn't go collect her when you were the very woman who decided she was a bastard child who didn't deserve to be protected? How could I not see this coming? So he rushes in to see Fantine, even though he doesn't have her child, and she's just like, you don't have my child? Why are you here? It's just like, yeah, rightfully so. And then, of course, he's there because she dies, because of course she does. And then Javert's there and kills her or something, apparently. I don't think so, really, but I guess he does. Well, Valjean just is very yelly. He's yelling at everyone all the time. So he does it Javert to be like, hey, don't touch me, I'm gonna cry over her body. So then everyone in our group chat, because we do a live stream group chat, we just all press F to pay respects, as you do. Please press F to pay respects in the comments below. Oh, and then also, Javert had like 2 guns for some reason, and I found it to be like kind of cool. He seemed like a cowboy, because like every single scene, he just kept being like, he just kept cocking his gun. It's just like, dude, why does he have 2 guns? And is this just like, is that a euphemism? I'm pretty sure it's just like an innuendo or something, because Davies has made it clear that Javert is gay, so he has 2 guns. Some people in my group chat were saying it was just like big bi energy, whatever. So yeah, I like the 2 guns, to be honest. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, so then Valjean was arrested for like 2 years or something. They don't really give it too much detail. They cut his ponytail off, which I was really sad about, but I guess other people weren't and didn't like his ponytail all that much, but I loved his ponytail. It was amazing, okay? And then, yeah, I guess he was on a ship or something and, like, going off to prison or somewhere. And then the ship sank and he escaped and was presumed drowned, but his body never showed up. So that's how he escaped, I guess. And he was just, like, wandering around for 2 years, not finding Cosette. And then we, like, flash over and it's like, oh, there's baby little Cosette. And then she's not a baby. She's, like, probably 8 by this point, 6 or 8, somewhere around there. I'm not really sure about ages. Neither is Davies, because Gavroche is born by now, and like Marius is a Bonapartist by now. So, yay! Jean Valjean buys Cosette a doll, which Davies made very sure we all knew had human hair in it, and I'm pretty sure it was meant to be Fantine's hair from when she sold her hair in the previous episode, which I could probably talk a lot more about, but I don't want to, because that was a really weird scene, and the letter reader guy was really weird, just like, oh, who would want you now that you've cut off your hair and you got rid of your front teeth, and kept showing how her front teeth were missing, and it was really bad. I don't like it. Don't watch that scene. It's just really bad. Oh, and then Madame Thenardier goes like, rah! Or something like that to like scare Cosette. It's just like you beat her and stuff. You don't need to go rah! To scare her. Like, that's what? And then all the bar patrons are like laughing that she's beating her. Which is just like I know you're all drunk and bad people, but like that's a little much. So then, Cosette's off in the woods, and then Valjean comes on and she's like, don't cry, tell me where you live, tell me, my child, what is your name? I'm called Cosette. And then she's really scared of him, because, like, of course she is. He's a stranger in the wood trying to figure out where she lives. Oh, and then he says, I'll carry your buckets tonight. And that really sounds like an innuendo. And it shouldn't really sound like an innuendo, but everything in this series sounds like an innuendo. Because Davies wrote it, and Davies tries to make everything sexual. So now everyone in my group chat is commenting, oh, that's an innuendo. And it's just like, yeah, it sounds like it is. Davies, stop it! Oh, and then to add more to, like, it being an innuendo or whatever, Thenardier tries to whore out Cosette to Valjean for the night. She is but a wee little baby. Don't do that. Gavroche is there, and then he's like a little kid. It's like there's basically like a 2-year age gap between him and Eponine or something. It's just like, dude, I don't like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Like, what is that gonna be? Are gonna have just like adult Javert, not adult Javert, adult Gavroche die at the barricade? It's not gonna be as impactful. Or are they gonna have like some weird age manipulation thing? So Marius is an adult, but then like Cosette and Eponine are teenagers, which is gonna be even worse. So no, we don't like it at all. And also Jean Valjean seems like kind of sexist, but like it was at Madame Thenardier, so like it was excusable, maybe? He's just like, give me my supper, woman. It's just like, ooh, that sounds weird, bad, and insulting. So then Jean Valjean buys Cosette for like 1,500 francs or whatever, and then Thenardier is like, yeah, we could have gotten more. So then Thenardier goes out and just like, yeah, I have a freaking gun. Give me 1,500 more francs for her. So yeah, he goes and tries to hunt down Valjean. It's just like, yeah, give me the money for more money for Cosette. And Valjean's like over here, but like he's not good with a gun, even though he fought at Waterloo. So yeah. So then Valjean, of course, like just beats him up and it's just like, I will shoot you, but no, I won't, because there's Cosette literally right behind me or whatever. She's just like, run along home, whatever. And he throws the gun away because he's a peaceful, non-violent man who doesn't want a gun. It's just like, no, not for your adaptation, Davies. Oh, and then Cosette also like names her doll Catherine, which is kind of cute, I guess. It has human hair, and it's definitely Fantine's hair. And I know I've said that before, but like, it's a point that needs to be driven home, and it's not actually confirmed, but like, it is. There's no other reason for like that to be in there than other than like that's Fantine's hair. So then like Cosette and Valjean go and like, yay, we got a little room or whatever and we're happy. So then Cosette is just like, you're my papa now. And like, she doesn't call him papa in the book, she calls him father in the book. She calls him Papa in the musical, which Davies said was horrible and inaccurate. So yeah. Also, like, Valjean, like, how does he know that Cosette is Fantine's kid? Because, like, it never really confirmed with, like, in the show. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, there's a kid named Cosette, must be Fantine's kid. It's just like, is it though? You don't know that. It's just weird, but, like, I guess she is technically, and you're right, but like, why? How? What's happening? And yeah, they have their little house, and like they're living happy, father-daughter relationship. He teaches her to like read and how to pray, and like she has her doll that she asks stuff, and it tells her, yeah, Valjean's a good guy. He bought me, and I don't know. Okay, let's see. And there's this landlady who's definitely suspicious. She's just like, oh, not much of a resemblance between you and your papa, is there? Huh? So then Cosette calls her a nosy old bitch. And, okay, where you'll learn that language, Cosette. Because she has no other influences but Valjean. So we know that Valjean has called the landlady a bitch. To like, it's Javert, and you know, he knows that Valjean is for sure alive, just like not where, and he's suspicious, and I love Javert. He was really pretty in this adaptation. The people in my group chat, they kept being like, okay, I've never been in love with Javert, but like, dang Davies, you are tempting me to be in love with Javert. Kept saying like, you know, he has like BDE, and it's just like, yeah, he's super pretty. He's the protagonist of this story. And then he has a skull on his desk, which is just like, you know, trying to be like, oh, see, he's dark and bad because he has a skull on his desk. And it's just like, so did Hamlet. So, Hamlet's my son. So, And, yeah, and then, ooh, Javert just, like, gets, like, lots of, like, kind of menacing, intimidating moments. And it's very nice. I like it. So he goes to, like, visit Thenardier, because Thenardier complained, like, oh, a person has stolen my daughter, my stepdaughter, or whatever. So he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. And he gets there, and then little baby Gavroche is just like, he has taken over Cosette's place, is being abused and like having to sweep the floors and everything. Just like, dude, don't make your kid do that. It's little baby Gavroche. He's a cute little, like, pure, precious baby. He's just a precious baby. Oh, by the way, this is my new stuffed animal. His name is Inspector Redmayne, after Eddie Redmayne and Inspector Javert. Love him. Mwah. So, yeah, baby Gavroche, really cute. And then Javert ordered coffee there. It's just like, I just really like that. You know, he just really likes coffee. Mood, relatable. He's the best. I just love Javert. I just love Javert. He's the best. He's my dream role, if y'all didn't know. But, like, love him. The best. He's the best. And this adaptation, he's just like really a great guy. He's just a really good guy. It's just like, why is he the villain? Why is he supposed to be a villain? He's such a great guy. Not understandable. And then like Thenardier is trying to like sit down and be like, so, bargain, deal, well. And then Javert's just like, don't sit down. It's just like, hell yeah, you go, man. Freaking great. Oh, and then Javert, like, totally knows that Thenardier sold Cosette to Valjean, and, like, he calls him out and, like, calls him a scoundrel. He says, you're a scoundrel, Thenardier. Just like, yes, freaking go, Javert. I love him. The best. So, yeah. Oh, and then he starts making, like, these wanted posters for Valjean, because, like, he figured out it was Valjean after asking Thenardier, was he a strong man, had lots of muscles, handsome, pretty, love of my life. She's like, yep, yeah, that's him. They made these wanted posters, and like, it looked nothing like Valjean, but I guess it doesn't have to look like Valjean for it to be Valjean, but whatever. Oh, and then Cosette is like singing this song in French, just like the Jalouette, I don't know the rest of it. It's just like, glad to know this is so different than the musical, Davies. She also has like Thenardier whistling like a song. It's just like, I thought you hated the musical. And like the landlady breaks into like Cosette's and Valjean's house for like 30 seconds just to accuse Cosette of Valjean not being her papa. She's just like, he's not your papa, is you? And Valjean, and Cosette's just like, yeah, he is. And then she just leaves. And it's just like, okay, whatever. So it turns out that Javert had the Thenardier's house possessed. And it's just like, freaking go, Javert. We stan. Yes, I love him. But then Madame Thenardier tries to, like, just abandon Gavroche in the back. She just leaves him there. And even, like, Thenardier himself is just like, Then Madame is just like, oh, someone will look after him. But then, you know, luckily, some guy in the back is just like, hey, this kid is yours. She's just like, oh, thank goodness you found him. Huh? You must have left, whatever. Huh? Just like, freaking what? She tried to just leave her kid there. It's horrible. And then she did leave the dog there because she said it was just like one more mouth to feed. They just abandoned their dog, like tied up to like a pole. They assumed like someone would take him in or whatever, but like, you don't know that. It's probably not gonna happen. So then there's also the landlady goes to Javert to like snitch on Valjean, and then like Javert comes to, you know, get Valjean, yay, fun, good times. And then like Valjean like tucks the Catherine doll into bed, into like Cosette's bed, to like throw off Javert and buy them more time. But you know, like Javert just walks over to the bed, like lifts up the blanket, it's just like, it's a doll, let's keep going. It threw him off for like 2 seconds tops. So yeah, that's a good use of the one thing that your daughter's ever had in her life to be her own. Oh, so then like he climbs a wall like Spider John does whatever Spider Hugh Jackman can, Wolverine, whatever, yeah. So he climbs a wall into a convent, And let's see, the woman, the nurse or nun who was Fantine's nurse was there and like lets them in. It's just like, oh, he's a good, kind man. It's like, no, he's not. So, yeah, he's let in or whatever for the time being, except for like no man can enter the convent, which I actually kind of like that they kept that in the miniseries, because like, you know, it's kind of true to the book where it's just the whole like, yeah, because Valjean has taken on the role of mother for Cosette. Like, he's not like the father figure, he's described as the mother for her, which, you know, I find nice how they kept that in there. It's one of the few things he's done right. So then, like, you know, Javert is in there. He's like trying to like knock on the door and be like, hey, let me in, I'm the police. And then the nun, but head nun, like the Reverend Mother, just shoots back like, we answer to God, not to the Parisian police. It's just like, that's very nice. That's good. That's fun. Like, Javert's in the right, but whatever. So, he's not allowed in, and, yeah. So then Jean Valjean asks the nuns to look after Cosette, and they're just like, yeah, sure, we will. And then, like, they let him stay as their gardener. Then he kisses the Reverend Mother's hands, like, really weirdly, because Valjean has to have, like, a weird flirtatious relationship with every single woman in this show, even a nun. And, yeah, then he has, like, the candlesticks again and puts them on his mantelpiece, even though in the previous episode he had buried the candlesticks. But now he has them again. So, yeah. Oh, and then we have Javert for our little last shot. It's just, like, little menacing, pretty baby Javert. Love him. And then he, like, flips over Cosette's bed and just, like, where's Valjean? Yeah, it's basically just, like, Javert is the good guy. Even, like, the end thing was just like, next time on Les Mis, will Javert be successful with his search for Jean Valjean? It's just like, yeah, I hope he is. Like, he should be. I want him to be. Because, like, Javert's the good guy. Valjean is the bad guy. Javert needs, like, to win this one. Stay shining, stars. Valjean. At last, we see each other plain, Monsieur le Maire. You'll wear a different chain.